Life lessons can be taken from a variety of media, anime included. And while I personally believe that you shouldn't take every value you hold dear from things that you watch or read, I think anime can offer a great deal of virtuous information. You may never be a champion athlete, you may never travel into space, but all of us have the ability to adapt and persevere through adversity. This is where the Elric brothers of the Full Metal Alchemist franchise shine the most. The original FMA was the second anime that I had ever seen, and to this day, its theme of perseverance, its questioning of authority, and its yearn to seek truth still stand out to me. FMA is an epic fantasy tale about overcoming life's negative aspects by breaking them down and turning into positive ones. We see death, despair, heartbreak, and immense regret, yet these emotions, while tragic in nature, all succumb to the human spirit. Human spirit aided by magic, of course, sciencey magic, but yeah. We all suffer, we all go through pain, even in circumstances that are seemingly out of our control. One is all, and all is one. In this world where alchemy exists, it is not only used by scientists but also the military, from medical care to bombings, from fixing a broken radio to spearheading a war of extermination. Alchemy is a tool which is all about equivalent exchange. Humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain, something of equal value must be lost. That is alchemy's first law. On a personal side note, I am a Christian. And before you freak out about me supporting a show whose main characters are seemingly atheist, let me bring up why I even bring this topic up. To me, what I take most about my faith is I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. It's what I expect in return. Now, does this always work? Hell no. It's not always reciprocated. But I believe in it, and I believe that this principle also fits in with hard work. I believe that the best things in life do not come easy. We all face adversity in some form. The characters of FMA deal with life's adversities. The Elrics deal with death and loss, as well as forced maturity due to the lack of parents and their goal to abandon their previous life in order to obtain their goals. Mustang lives with regret. His horrible memories of the Ishvalan War of Extermination still haunt him. Scar is plagued by a broken heart felt for his brother, who lost himself within alchemy and the outside world that has forsaken his people. I love a revenge story, and there are several instances of revenge and reclamation in FMA. Scar seeks to avenge his people. Mustang seeks to instill honor in Amestris, and the Elrics look to redeem themselves, and in a sense, seek revenge on God himself for taking so much from them. As Vic Mignogna, the voice of Edward Elric, has said many times, Ed is, by the end of the series, in his opinion, and mine, not an atheist. He was a kid who had everything stripped from him, leaving behind a hollow shell. It's for this reason Ed is one of my favorite characters of all time. He is human. He makes mistakes. He has bonds he tries to separate himself from. What should matter most to him in life, he kind of leaves that behind, as we all do once in a while. We blindly value the material while sacrificing the emotional. We do this on a daily basis in order to survive. For example, you go to work every day, and you let work overshadow your day with your family for that period of time. That time can never return to you. It could have been spent with your family, developing interpersonal relationships, bettering your well-being, or even giving you a glimpse of self-reflection. And Ed, like all of us, leaves this behind. He leaves behind the emotional to seek his goals and repay his debts, and endures so much hardship along the way. He is the essence of perseverance and the will to live. Now he has a little brother to help, of course, which ties into my next great point about FMA, bonds. FMA showcases what I expect out of an immediate family member: love and devotion. They care for each other, put one another first and foremost. They put each other foremost and would shatter without one another. This bond is not shared by everyone in reality, I know, and it is their undying loyalty to one another in which I find the Elrics to be one of the strongest families I have ever seen in any medium. Hawkeye and Mustang share a bond of a military background and personal ties to flame alchemy. Hawkeye agrees with Mustang's goals and guides him on the way there. My favorite bond in the series is one that I think is often overlooked. Wenry and the Elrics. Yes, I know her and Ed get together and all, but I think that her ties to both of them is so unbreakable it must be made of diamond. Wenry is part of what the Elrics abandoned, yet she is their tie to their home, and in truth they need her for her great automail skill. Yes, Ed does have feelings for her, but I always felt Wenry meant so much more than just a mechanic and a waifu. She heals the wounds of the heart, and the boys bear as much as they can, and is in their tightest. She's their tightest connection to humanity as they delve into a world of discord. Wenry is a prime example of why home is always home, even if it's only a memory. One could never really sever all of their ties. Memories will remain, and even when she's not in the show, memories of their childhood with her resonate in both Al and Ed. Perseverance and bonds are just two of a myriad of factors that make FMA a masterpiece. It has great music, awesome visuals done by Studio Bones, but what I relate to and love most are those two characteristics. Some may hate on the series' original ending, and I didn't really like it much when I had first seen it, and I didn't really care for the Conqueror of Shambhala film that much. But I can't discredit that series overall. I highly recommend that you watch that series, take a break, watch something else, and then please watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's a lot of episodes, I know, but it is so worth it to see what I think is one of the best anime of all time, and I think one of the best viewing experiences you could ever sit through. If there's anything else I want you to take from this, just know. There's no such thing as a painless lesson. They just don't exist. You can't gain anything without losing something first. Although, if you can endure that pain and walk away from it, you'll find that you now have a heart strong enough to overcome any obstacle. Yeah, a heart made full metal.